This is Still Here Hollywood's 10-minute takes, bite-sized chapters of our favorite chats with the stars. I'm Steve Kmetko, and here is the fourth of 7 chapters with actor Steven Weber from Wings and Chicago Med.
And the current crop of actors and creators there are stupendous. I mean, it's just great. Chicago in general was something that I was a place that you only hear about if you've never been, and it has a weird narrative, especially nowadays. So it's so dangerous. It's so this, so that. It's a fantastic city with great people. My joke, I guess, at the city's expense is that the city is paved with meat. And man, you can eat steaks until you collapse. They're good steaks, but still, I think they need a few more Whole Foods markets, something.
Whole paycheck.
Whole paycheck.
Yeah.
Or my friends used to call it the food hole.
The food hole. Speaking of famous people you've encountered, are there some talents that are no longer around that you wish you could have worked with?
Oh, gosh. Yeah. I mean, I actually spend a lot of my time watching, I guess, old movies that they call old movies. I rarely watch new television shows. And just recently I was watching The Hustler with Paul Newman and Piper Laurie and George C. Scott. And I wish
was Jackie Gleason in that?
Jackie Gleason. I mean, Jackie Gleason was brilliant in it. But the thing that I really would like is one day to have a director who kind of knows how to use me. In other words, I'm the perfect cannon fodder of an actor. You tell me what to do, I'll do it. I'm not so good at kind of generating my own genius. You know, I'm a pawn, and happily so. But we all hear of these, whether it's the kind of De Niro, Scorsese dynamic or relationship, something like that, or von Sternberg and Dietrich, whoever it is. There's somebody who kind of knows you and knows how to manipulate you or get the light on you, and knows how to draw from you what one can't draw from oneself. And so I would love to find somebody like that. So if there's anybody out there watching, you have free reign to manipulate me. I don't care who you are.
Hitchcock was one of those people.
I mean, yeah.
Who used the same actors quite frequently.
Right.
Including his daughter, I believe, Patricia Hitchcock.
That's right.
But
who was good.
Yes, she was.
She was very good.
I just saw her the other day in Strangers on a Train.
She's great.
Yeah.
With the glasses. She gets, I'm sorry, I keep hitting this. She gets it.
Yes. And Psycho, where she's the other secretary.
Oh, that's right.
And she said, he must have seen my wedding ring. That's why
right.
He did.
Well, first of all, I love that movie anyway.
Yeah.
And just for the technical stuff, just for the camera work and for the editing, and yeah, I mean, look, I have a great deal of gratitude being able to work in this industry. That I've never had to work in another one. There's lots of fun. It's rewarding in many ways. It's not without its challenges, and that's also part of the fun. But I still feel like there's a lot I want to accomplish. Maybe you can help me.
I'll try.
Please.
You might want to raise your bar.
Make a call.
Nobody takes my calls.
Oh, God.
You know how that goes.
We'll be right back. Maybe I do. We'll be right back.
I asked you earlier when you came in about Single White Female.
Oh, God, yeah.
Why do you laugh?
Why do I laugh? Because it's such a cool film. It's a real genre film. It's a real 80s thriller, I suppose. Why do I laugh? Because my role in it contains actually a fairly iconic sequence where I get killed, spoiler alert, by having a high heel thrust through my eyeball. And it has remained a kind of a funny and, as I say, iconic sequence. And it falls into the category of me watching, of being difficult for me to watch right now with my long hair and my kind of presumptuous, kind of young, brash idiocy. And I was cast in a lot of those roles doing that same thing. The jerk, affable, womanizing dickhead. And so it's hard for me to watch that, but it's a fun movie. I mean, It's a real genre thriller. Why were you watching it?
I'm trying to remember. I think maybe because I thought I was going to be interviewing you and I wanted to refresh my memory. But I remember it being a good movie. I remember being in the theater when she takes her stiletto. Yeah. And it was like, oh.
Yeah, that's right.
You didn't see that very often.
No. No. Now that's tame. Now you can show that to children. Single white female. That was fun.
Jennifer Jason Leigh.
Jason Leigh was, yeah.
Bridget Fonda, yourself.
That's right. Yeah, it was really good.
Yeah.
It was really fun. It was good. It was fun and it was good.
Yep.
And violent. And sexy and weird and, it was beautifully shot. It was a film. I mean, that's why it's so much fun. It was really great.
If you had the chance to relive some film or television show you've done before, what would it be?
It would probably be the Shining miniseries that I did for ABC. There was 3 nights of miniseries of The Shining, Stephen King's Shining. He was famously unhappy with Kubrick's version of it, while being able to acknowledge that it was a great, classic, fantastically made film. It wasn't his Shining. It was Stanley Kubrick's Shining. And so he and the great director Mick Garris decided to do something that was faithful to his book, his story. And the only place that they could do that would allow them to do it, ironically enough, was TV, which would give them the time to do it. And King was at his height. I don't know if he's ever left
No,
the
I
height,
don't think so.
but he certainly was, height of popularity back then. And I think it was 1995. And I was fortunate enough to get cast as Jack Torrance, famously played by Jack Nicholson in the Kubrick film. And the difference between the miniseries and the Kubrick film was that there was a real trajectory and real arc in the characters and all the development of the story, So my character didn't walk in immediately and and scare you.
That's a good Jack face you just did. Yes.
It's just sort of like
Very good.
yeah, Wendy, and Rebecca De Mornay was in it. She was amazing, and it was pretty decently received, I think. People still, on many levels, prefer Kubrick's slicker, scarier, more iconic film, but the King faithful actually prefer the miniseries that we did. So that's the one that I would redo because I was younger then, and I did not have an appreciation of or an understanding of what that character was going through. Because that story is less about monsters and a house, a building that is full of demons, and more about, I want to say, alcoholism, and more about those demons and dysfunctional families. And as the years went on, after that movie, I was able to understand those things much better. And so I would love to go back and redo a bunch of things with the understanding of what that character was really going through. But at the time, I was enjoying myself like crazy. Monsters, got to wear makeup. I got to work with Billy Corso, Oscar-winning makeup artist, special effects guys, and Steve Johnson. I mean, it was fantastic. But I would definitely redo a lot of things that I did. I was lucky, and I guess I was able to get hired for certain reasons, but I had a very limited understanding of what I was doing a lot of the time, and I was skimming. I wanted to go deeper. That's what I'm for about taking myself more seriously in the business. And now that I can do it, I'm older and have fewer roles coming my way. We'll be right back. The sad Steve Kmetko show.
Oh, please. Let's not go there.
Okay. But that's the hook.
Oh, it is?
Isn't it?
I don't know.
Okay, never mind.
We could talk about my stroke. I had a stroke last year.
You had a stroke?
Yes.
How was that?
Oh, it was great fun.
Tell me about your stroke.
I was filling up my car at a gas station, and I collapsed. And I was able to get myself up, but then I couldn't figure. I knew I had to finish filling my tank with gas, and I couldn't figure out how to do it. Oh, it was a real strange experience.
And so, had there been anything, any indications leading up to it?
Nothing. Nope. I know I was driving down the street, and I pulled into this gas station because my car was really low on gas. I was coming from the dentist's office.
Son of a bitch.
Which was fun.
God damn it.
Couldn't happen sooner.
Sure.
And I pulled in, and I was having trouble even pulling up to the...
Wow.
I couldn't figure it out.
Yeah.
But I was very lucky in that the attendant at the gas station called an ambulance. To watch the next chapter, click the box. To listen, just stay tuned.